Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm out here at the Neighbor to Neighbor project here at Frazee with Don Johnson, program director, excuse me.
Yeah. Morning, Hank.
Well, it's a beautiful day here.
I'm thinking that's one of the things I love about it today. I could have used it yesterday. I went fishing.
Did you catch anything?
Oh, we caught a lot. We know what we're doing.
Anything good?
Crappies. Got a lot of crappies, yeah.
So now you're going to make pancakes and use your maple syrup with the crappies?
Already ate the crappies. Too bad about that.
So, outside of going fishing, what does Neighbor to Neighbor do?
Well, we've been around for quite a while now. It's amazing how many people come in and say, who are you? Because we've been around since 2001. Got started back then with a group of people right from the Frazee area here who thought that we needed to do a little bit to help seniors out. We have an organization, and our one goal, our one thing that we try to do is to keep seniors out of nursing homes. And that's trying to keep them in their own home or assisting them if they happen to be in an assisted living situation. We have a strong support from both sides of our legislature because keeping nursing home costs down is one of the major issues that's going on in our state right now and one of the major costs that we have. So anything we can do to help that out, plus the fact that most people don't want to go to a nursing home and most people want to stay home, and what we can do to help them out is whatever it takes. So our major service tends to be transportation. A lot of people get a little older. They don't feel comfortable driving anymore. They may not have a license anymore. They may not have a car anymore. And just getting from point A at their home to the doctor's office, may it be in Detroit Lakes or Frazee or Fargo, can be a real problem if you don't have someone that you can get a hold of, like a son or a daughter in town, and they're not around that much anymore. So they call us up and we take them there. And sometimes we go to the grocery store. Sometimes we take them to get their hair cut. Whatever needs to be done. Second big thing we do lately has been helping people with foot care. And that word is getting around because we're getting more and more people, but I know a lot of people as they get older have trouble getting their toenails cut. And we work with the Essentia Health people, and they send a very talented person over here that knows what she's doing, Vicky, and we spend the day cutting toenails. We do that 3 times a month, and if anybody wants to know how you can get on that program, you can just call us here at Neighbor to Neighbor, and our number is 218-334-3559.
We're going to take a break here, and we'll be right back with Don Johnson and talk about some of the other projects that they do here at Neighbor to Neighbor, and also an upcoming fundraiser we're having. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm still here with Neighbor to Neighbor Program Director Don Johnson. And I didn't make any mention of Miami Vice or anything, so I won't do that.
My stock answer for that nowadays is, boy, you must be old to know that.
You got it. I have cowboy boots that are that old. But I know, we talked about the transportation was a major thing, and I know that myself. I help out some on that, and the foot care issue. I understand that sometimes when my back's acting up, I think how is this going to happen, And then, but we do Meals on Wheels too.
We do Meals on Wheels. We assist the Nutrition Center in Detroit Lakes, and there are several people in the Frazee area that we can get meals over to. If you are interested in getting on Meals on Wheels, you can find out the basics of it from the Nutrition Center in Detroit Lakes. Another thing we've done a lot of is assist people in their trying to keep their homes in shape so that they can get in and out. So we've actually built ramps for people. We've remodeled bathrooms for people. We've installed safety equipment. We've got some different contractors that will come in and do that for us. And a little volunteer help certainly has never gotten turned down for what I can do construction-wise is pound a nail and make sure the wood is in the right places and things like that. So I mean, there is a lot of different things. Another thing we're trying to develop to a greater degree is a respite care program that would allow us to help out seniors who are still living together but may have one partner who is in need of a lot of care, and they don't feel comfortable just leaving him alone or leaving her alone. So while we're not going to do a lot of things on that, but what we can do is provide someone to come and sit with your loved one, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, and that gives you an opportunity to get to the grocery store, get some other things done that you just don't have an opportunity to do when you're that involved in someone else's care. But we consider that an important thing to do. So we're not only looking for people who might want to have that service, we're also looking a little bit for volunteers that might be interested in helping with that. Someone who has an easy time talking to others and feels comfortable just being in someone else's home. And we're not asking for someone who can do lots and lots of medical things or anything like that. It's just a matter of being able to call someone if something happens to.
Well, I know all these things are majorly important. I know when my father started having issues, it was I just about had to quit work in order to take care of him because there wasn't anything available at that time.
That's true.
But we've got a fundraiser coming up, and so Don, I'm going to ask you a little bit about what's going to happen with this fundraiser.
This is an annual event for us, and we get over to the Vergas Community Center. And what we do there is we get our crew together and we start making spaghetti and spaghetti sauce, and we want everyone to get over there for a spaghetti dinner. And that's on June 16th, and we're going to be serving from 5 to 7. And it's a wonderful dinner. We enjoy it. We're also going to have takeout available if you can't stay. We've been doing this for a lot of years, and we've always got good feedback about how great everything tastes. So if you're in town that day, that would be a great way to not have to cook dinner that night. And it's a free will offering, so you're free to give as much as you want. And it's a helpful fundraiser for us, but it's also something we do to try and get our name out there and just let people know that we're available. So we'll have all sorts of our staff around who can talk to you about our agency. And if you have a question about, is there something that maybe we can help with? Because one of the things we like to say around here is, what do you need? And sometimes we can do it. Most times we can do it. Sometimes we can't always get it done, but it's amazing when you start thinking and putting heads together how you might be able to solve a problem for someone. And maybe that's one of the things we do well here, is solve problems.
Well, I've been very impressed with the Neighbor to Neighbor program, and of course, like He says, you got to come out for the spaghetti dinner on the 16th and see us over there at the Virgus Community Center from 5 to 7. And like Don says, we've got takeout, and we have bars for dessert too.
Those are always good. They're homemade, and you're going to have a major choice of what you want. My favorite has always been the chocolate scotcheroos, but leave one.
So, well, I appreciate you being on the program, Don, and I appreciate everything you do for the community in the area here.
Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get this out to everyone.
Yeah. And with that, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. And the next person you wave at could be your next best friend. We'll see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.